Hello everyone. I think you can hear me now. I actually did a live stream, but the the audio, the mic was off. This is my first time doing a live stream on this software, but I love the software. Thank you so much guys for checking me out. My name's Nikki. This is Nikki's Topics. If you're new to my channel, I do all different types of topics on relationships, self-love, self-care, and all different types of stuff to get you through this battlefield called life. Yay! So let's get an applause, right? Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. All right, guys. Today's topic is frenemies. Now, if you haven't seen the reel that I put out earlier, it actually is on frenemies. So we're going to be doing some lives on different posts I've made, also trending topics as well. I'm going to be going live probably about 4 times a week. So we'll see how that goes. 5 if I'm feeling froggy, but definitely I'll give you 4 times a week on different trending topics. There is going to be a link in the description that if you want to, send me suggestions, or if you want to join any of my lives with comments and a call-in show, different things like that, you're welcome to do it. We might even have some upcoming kind of matchmaking stuff. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, today's topic actually is frenemies. So let's go ahead into the clip of the one that I made earlier, just so you have an idea of what we're going to discuss. And then I actually have some information, some different things we'll look into. So let's get into it right now. Hello everyone, it is your girl Nikki. Yes, I know, I keep showing up on your timeline once again. Yes, that's okay. Calm down. All right, guys. Today's topic is frenemies. Yes, I said frenemies. Now, with the recent situation that happened with SHANQUILLA Robinson, you got to really be careful about who are your friends and who may be just jealous of you and want to eventually bring you down or even harm you and take your life. Guys, keep your circle as small as you can and only put real people that you know care about you in it. And if you're not sure, it's always better to be safe than sorry. If something seems fishy, always go with that instinct. Keep your circle small and make sure you subscribe. Hello everyone, it is your... So in a nutshell, that's kind of what we're going to be going into today for this video, this live. And it actually is recording, so we'll be able to replay it and put in different clips and stuff like that. But we're going to be doing a bunch of lives, bunch of videos on different topics that are trending, and also the suggestions that you send in. So it's going to be fun, right? It's going to be fun. Yeah, we're going to have some fun around here. That's right. Now, at the bottom, you see I have a Cash App. Anything that's sent through the Cash App will be read on either this video or the next video. So whatever you send, I definitely would appreciate it. It helps support this show. And put your questions in the note area, and then I'll read them live, and then we'll address it. May even do a full video on it. So, it's about you. I'm here for you, right? Yeah, I'm here for you. Yeah, I'm here for them, right? Right. Security. Yeah, no security tonight? All right, we're going to secure ourselves, but it's okay because, well, we might need security, especially what we're going to get into tonight. So it's a little bit of a solemn note. Usually I'm a little bit upbeat, but this is something I wanted to address. Obviously frenemies, and what comes to mind, which is at the top of everyone's mind, is what the recent events that happened with SHANQUILLA Robinson. Another black beautiful woman. I know, hey, calm down. Hey, I'm being modest. I'm being modest. Chill out. how can I say this? My condolences first go out to the family, Shanquella Robinson, and it's really tough how she lost her life. She shouldn't have lost it. She trusted people that she thought were her friends, and they not only were jealous, they were conniving, and they unalived her. And she actually just wanted to have fun and go out of the country. She actually paid a lot for the suite that they actually were in, and just not even knowing that the whole time they had ill intent, probably even before they went. And then the clips I saw of what was going on there and how she walked in the room, and you could just feel the evil and the heat that was in the plotting that was going on in that room. I mean, everybody could obviously see it. I mean, you didn't even have to guess on that. So anyway, it was very unfortunate how they just schemed on her, planned on her, just the whole deal, and then unalived her with some high school fight. I mean, it was just such a waste. They were just waiting and plotting to fight her. They were probably watching her. They were probably scheming on her. They're probably jealous of her, envious of her, but didn't know what to do with that pent up anger that they have built up all this time. And so when they got her alone out of town, that was their opportunity. But that's okay, because God, the universe, whoever you believe in, is going to atone for that. So that's a whole different story. But we also will talk about how the law is going to involve themselves as well. So we have, let me just go into a few clips that I have here. And we're going to go into the news clip, actually. So let's get into that.
A woman who died on a trip with friends in Mexico. Now, authorities there issued an arrest warrant for one of the people that was on that trip.
But it could take months or even years before anyone answers for her death. Channel 9 reporter Jonathan Bleu is live at the Charlotte FBI field office tonight. And Jonathan, you spoke with an expert about what's behind the wait.
That's right, Erica and Scott. Though agents here at the Charlotte Field branch of the FBI are investigating.
This is the local channel from down there, so I got the clip from the,
who says bringing
from their local affiliate.
In Shanquilla's death is solely up to prosecutors in the Mexican state of Baja California Sur. It's now
sorry if the words are here, guys. I'll figure out how to get that out. I know I'm still here though.
Alive after a trip with friends to Mexico. Social media has fueled unending calls for justice as much as it has suspicion.
People need to understand that this is not going to be a quick process.
It's social media that actually is driving this.
Some time. There's going to have to be a level.
What do you think? You think, all right? It was social media. It was us. It's the people that are pushing for her to have justice. Because alcohol poisoning. Yeah, right.
Examining Shanquilla's case on her own social media.
I really wanted to see what the Mexican government was going to do in terms of their investigation.
Mexican authorities issuing an arrest warrant for an American presumably on U.S. soil will be mandated by the U.S.-Mexico extradition treaty of 1861.
Right.
It goes Department of State, goes through that process. Let's say it gets certified. Then it has to be transmitted to the U.S. attorney in the district where that person, that alleged fugitive may be.
Exactly. It's a bunch of red tape from what I'm seeing. It's like a bunch of red tape, stuff like that.
A killing in Mexico and potential witnesses and or suspects in the wind.
People have to understand, like, we have a common law system. Theirs is based on the Napoleonic Code system, which is very different. There's a presumption ultimately of guilt versus that of innocence that we're accustomed to here in the U.S.
What may move faster, she says, is the fact that the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Charlotte branch, is looking into Shanquilla's death. What can the FBI do?
Very good question, because that's probably the primary question that I get most often.
When it comes to the people that went on the trip with Shanquilla, Trotman says the FBI can investigate what they did before they left.
So it looks like the FBI are starting to investigate it because of the outcry. So that's, happening. So that's good. It's a good thing.
Hide a person, lying to the police, obstruction, text messages were exchanged clearly. There's Google searches.
There's evidence. There's evidence. There's evidence, guys. There's evidence out there.
That I asked her, what's next for the subject of that arrest warrant if they are in fact extradited back to Mexico? Well, Trotman says that that state does, or that country does not have pretrial release or any bonding out like we do here in the States. Mexico, she says, only has what's called mandatory pretrial detention.
You don't want to get
Written
arrested
into
in
their
Mexico.
Constitution.
You
By the
already
way,
know.
Mexican prisons have long been
You
criticized
already
for
know.
horrific human rights
Who
violations.
wants to get locked up in
and being
Mexico?
grossly
Nobody.
overcrowded. Live outside of the Charlotte branch of the FBI, I'm Jonathan Lowe, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
And Jonathan.
All right, guys. So that is actually just a little. That is actually just a little clip from. Just a little clip from what's going on currently with this case. I know that it's been all over the news, and and I get it, but I really had to address this on my channel. And of course this video is gonna live long. So I had to do it. I'm also going to be going live on TikTok as well. So make sure you follow me on TikTok too. But I had to address this issue, not only as a black woman, but with a woman, with a lot of friends. I have followers and different things like that. You have to really be careful, because a lot of people will get violently jealous when all you have to do, instead of being jealous of someone else, is ask them any advice that's making you feel jealous. If it's something that you think they have that you don't, just ask them how they got it, or maybe work on yourself to become learn from that person. Don't be jealous of that person. And newsflash, guys, we live on a planet with billions of people, a lot of them women. So that it's gonna be a thing. You're gonna be different than other women. You have to be comfortable in your own skin. Are there women out there way more beautiful, better shape than I am? Of course there are. Younger, prettier, flexible. I'm flexible, but more flexible in like gymnastic style. Like, how can you be jealous of something? I'm not the prettiest girl ever, but I'm still happy. I'm still okay with that, because this is the shell I'm in. And you got to realize, guys, you're only using this shell for a little bit. All of us travel through this shell and then go wherever we're going after this. So don't be so stuck on the shell. Be concerned with what's inside. And that goes for friends too. Don't just look at the cover sheet. Look at the resume. See what's in there. See what's really going on there. And that's the way that you can figure out if they're even worth being your friend. Because everybody shouldn't be your friend. Make them earn the right to be your friend. Not that you want something from them, but let them show how much they really care, their loyalty or their compassion for you. And not just, what can you do for me? Of course, you're supposed to help and be helpful, but not to a fault that you're giving more than you're getting back from this person, at all times. Because then it's just kind of one-sided, and then it's like that person's being greedy and selfish, and you're the one giving all the time. That's not fair. Anyway, there's a blueprint for friendship, and it's not written anywhere. You got to use your intuition to figure it out. So let's just, and it's just go to I want to go to a few more pictures here. So this is basically them, a clip talking about how her death is actually officially called femicide, and femicide is when one woman unalives another woman, and it looks like it is only recognized in 16 countries, as it says, as a gender-based violence being a global issue. And actually it seems like it is a global issue, and so she's really starting a lot of new conversations. Unfortunately this happened, but and then again, they talk about the arrest warrant that was issued in her case. They do have a suspect. I'm not going to mention her name here, but this person of interest ran all the way, fled to New York State, and they were looking for her and all this different stuff, and then they found her on a farm somewhere. And where are you going to run to? You know, you ran from Mexico, but you can run, but that's not, they're going to find you. You know, technology is everywhere. Newsflash. We're using it now. So don't worry. Their time is coming. You know, very beautiful. Look at this shot. I mean, the dress, fantastic. Just living, enjoying life and posting it and having fun. And they were just probably stalking and jealous. And you can't kill everyone. What are you doing? Don't let your rage make you do something that you just can't get out of, or get you 20 years or a death penalty. Like, what is that? I mean, come on, dude. You're focusing on the wrong stuff. Focus on how to get you better and not what somebody else is doing, or what, you know. I mean, all of us have our envy streak, but you got to be able to control that, or you got to be able to learn from that. That person's not harming you, so why harm somebody else? Just doesn't make sense. Just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, guys, I don't want to get too down because I'm getting upset. I'm not gonna say that I'm disappointed because she was unalived by other women, and it's super disappointing. Now, I mean, not that getting unalived any other way, like by your spouse, which is most common for black women, unfortunately also, but when it happens at the hands of someone that's your friends, that really strikes a chord with me, because I have a lot of friends, but let's say I know a lot of people, but some of those people are closer to me than others. And if they show those traits, you really got to look for that. I mean, if they're not encouraging you, dude, they got to go. Like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. And I want to show this other clip real quick. It's not only SHANQUILLA, but it's going on all the time. It's just that because of the way this went down, it's making national attention. But as we can see here, since we're on this same topic, black women are getting unalived at least 4 per day in the United States. That's a lot, guys. I mean, what? Like, I even had to double check and look at this. Like, it's really frustrating. It's really frustrating because obviously I'm a black woman, but the value of life is just getting less and less. And a lot of women, a lot of African American women come from, not all of them, but some of them live in dangerous areas, low income, impoverished areas, crime-filled areas in the United States I'm talking about. Obviously I'm American, so I come from one of those cities. I'm from Baltimore, you know, go Ravens, in case you didn't know that. And so, yes, just like Krishan, okay, yes, hey, calm down. Yeah, just like Krishan Rock, we're from the same town, that's right. I do love my boyfriend, newsflash, anyway, but she, I don't know, she goes over the top. I don't know what's going on. Krishan, you're a beautiful girl, okay? I get it. We're passionate about who we love, though. So I just hope that, you know, you see your worth. But, you know, that's a battle that you're on. I'm not going to judge you, though. A lot of people judge you. I'm not going to do it. So you're a fellow Baltimorean like me, so I get it. I'm with you, girl. Anyway. Coming from the inner city, you know, and I grew up around, obviously, it's impoverished. My grandmother raised me, and she did an awesome job, and she did the best she could, but we were surrounded at all times by, you know, craziness. And that's just because that's how it was, you know. It's a major urban central city full of blacks. You know, I mean, that's just what it is. A lot of cities are like that in the United States. You know, Detroit, Chicago, South Central. You know, there's so many. So, and a lot of times, a lot of these women are being unalive. Not, I mean, there's other places too that this happens, but by their spouses or by other women. You know, and sometimes those women are girlfriends of some guy that they were messing with, and they didn't know about this girl, or maybe they did know about the girl and still was messing with the guy, and then the girl wants revenge. You know, she wants vicious, unaliving revenge. You know, which that's always, you know, no. You know, if you got a girl, you ain't seeing me. That's it. As soon as I find out, or as soon as I'm aware of it, you know, and it's going to be tough, but I don't want no drama. I don't want it. You know, you can keep it. Like, I'm not going to fight over no man, you know, because, and you shouldn't either, because one, it can become dangerous, as you see. It can become dangerous, as you see, you know, with these women losing their lives. One, you see it can become super dangerous, and then the other hand, it's morally not right. You know, if he's doing that to her, he'll do it to somebody, he'll do it to you, and then, you know, on and on. It's, you know, so that's a whole different topic. I'm going to get on a lot of topics. I have tons of topics all over my channel, on my Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, see all that stuff there, and we're going to deep dive into a lot of that stuff. A lot of my videos are kind of, you know, topical, and I have a lot of reels, but on the lives we can really get into deep conversations and different things like that about what you want to hear about, and some stuff we've already covered. You can dive into it. But anyway, women unaliving other women, especially, I mean, it happens with all races, but in the black community, it's just really disheartening for me, because as a people, we haven't had a lot. You know, obviously we've come from literally working for free by force, and so we've always been on that uptick ladder trying to better ourselves, but I guess it's like a crab in a barrel. Especially where I'm from, they use the thing crab in a barrel. As soon as you see somebody else doing, you know, a little better, you know, that person literally will be targeted, hated on, even by people that are close to them. I've seen it happen. I've seen people you grow up with turn on you, you know, just because you're doing better or have more than them. You know, even family members, I gotta say, some family members, you know, will stab you in the back, you know, and the thing is, the family are sometimes more closer to you than anyone, but sometimes have the rustiest machete. I'm like, what? They have the rustiest machete. Right. They have the rustiest machete. I know, right? Like, who is it? Rusty Machete. Family member. So, just wanted to say, guys, you gotta keep your friends close and your frenemies closer. They say enemies. No, your frenemies closer. Because everybody that says they're your friend are not your friend. And this is a epidemic worldwide, but specifically I'm talking about the United States, where a lot of women are in danger, you know, and so we all need someone. Not saying you should be alone, because I don't believe anybody should be alone, but be careful on who you choose. One, to be your mate, your spouse. That's super important, because you don't want him to go Full Metal Jacket on you, and then you don't want your friends to go Jason Voorhees on you when you're on vacation. Like, you can't even go on vacation with friends and have a good time. So any vacation I go on, it's going to be with my spouse, you know, and a friend, and that's it. It's not going to be a group of people and we're sharing, and it's not going to be with friends of a friends of a friends, because you never know what the resume of those friends of a friends are. No, dude, you gotta keep your circle tight and right. Right? Keep your circle tight and right. I know. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up this live, but I want to just leave you with, it's getting crazy out here. I don't know when exactly you're watching this. Make sure you also look at the links at the bottom. It's going to be different links, but it'll allow you to join. So I'll be doing more lives, and as we get more people, we'll have different topics that we discuss. It'll be fun. And if you want to send some cash candies, it's going to be there. Anything that you send, make sure that you put in your question or your comment in there, and I'll read it either on the live or on the next video. So I'll do, like from the previous one, I'll just read them. I might even put them on kind of a scroll thing on the front or back. You never know. So you definitely will get your shout out for supporting the channel. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking out this live. I wanted to address the frenemies issue. As a black woman, I felt it was my duty to actually address this. So keep your circle tight and right. Anyway, guys, I love you all. Thank you for watching. Peace.